Hello and welcome, Yig here. Today we are looking at Jotunnslayer, Hordes of Hel. This just came out in early access. We did a video on it, but I said I'd come back when it came out in early access or release, and this is now early access release. So, if you like the gameplay you see here, there will be a link to the Steam page in the description. If you want to help the channel grow, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Alright, jumping in meta progression real quick. We'll go through that real fast. The top trees, the trees contain almost exactly what you think they do, but they also contain evolutions, so you have to unlock the evolutions for stuff. So, I'm going to be working on that eventually. But these top trees are class only. These bottom trees go to everyone. So right now what I've been doing is filling out some of those. And I'm going to get to these other ones here shortly. But this has been pretty effective for getting these. Regen is down here under Thor, by the way. Freya has your revive. And Thor has a cool thing too, which is just a 15% chance to just one-shot everything. Except for bosses. Those all work for everybody. So jumping in, we have two characters on. This guy was unlocked at the beginning. She's unlocked at the beginning. She was a lot easier to play than him. He gets more regen and defense, but range is just crazy more. So we're gonna jump in with him. You actually unlock him by beating the easy mode. So the first time you'll unlock him. The characters have weapons. They cost these crystals to unlock. I've gotten one, I think, for beating easy once, and I think I've won maybe one for beating it the second time. I did try it a second time to compare the gold rates between a normal run and an easy run. Normal runs are much better for gold. I don't think I gotten one of these on a normal run, but I might have. I think I got one somewhere, but I don't know where, because I still haven't beat normal. So, jumping in, the reason I will explain that, and you can see it real quick, is this. Normal is 150% extra damage. You're jumping in if you're on easy. It's 10 minutes, 3 objectives, no resource bonus. So you'll get about 60 or 70 gold per run on here. And the enemies are pretty easy. You'll probably never fail that one. Normal, we already ramp up to 150% damage. Like, the damage ramps up super hard. So we do have some bonuses. There are modifiers you can have that'll reduce that damage. There are modifiers that'll let you do other things. So there are some pretty cool stuff there. We're not going to use any of those. We're jumping in here. All right. So in this is a survivor style game, and each of the characters does play very different. I've played all 3 of the ones I have unlocked. They play quite different. This one has been my favorite simply because he has a really good damage output. And I think his range really helps a lot. All right, so I have these 3. I've heard those 3 gods that are unlocked in here. I actually tend to like Freya's upgrades. Freya's upgrade has a lot of upgrades like double casting and this divine wave. These are both super strong. These golden discs are pretty okay too, but this one I'm definitely taking as soon as I can. Now, your character has a Q skill as well as the skills that you'll get as you're growing up. We're gonna collect horns. All right, so you will get map objectives, and the goal will either be here or the timer to the next one will be there. Let's get some more Freya action over here. You know, we did talk about those being pretty good, so let's do it. So they are actually pretty good for just kind of cleaving through a bunch of things, and that is pretty nice in this game because there is going to be a bunch of things. Like a lot of things. And for your meta progression, you're going to be collecting all this gold to turn in for points in here. So we want to do as much as we can. I think I'm going to keep leaning into that. I do like the Divine Wave, but I want to get this, especially if we get the Divine Wave later. Because the Divine Wave, the only issue I have with it is its damage is okay. But if you get that particular upgrade, your damage is it goes up quite a chunk. So that makes that one a little easier to play around. These are all doing really good damage though. I like our Ghost Wolf here. There's a bunch of things that you can do to get more Ghost Wolves. We'll go here. We could use the increased movement speed in this particular game is actually good because you're crossing the map a lot. This one is really good. They're all really good. I think we're gonna go with that though, because that'll get us a little bit of extra AoE. And that is one thing we are a little low on this character. You can get some modifiers that modify his damage, but there are also modifiers that give you more arrows, but those take away some of your damage. So that's one of those is it worth it kind of things. We'll go ahead and get him. That is still tempting because that's 3 areas. These are both really good. This one does really good, so we're going to get that. The reason I like that one is a lot of the stuff you'll see me picking out in the beginning are very area effect. Now, I can consistently get to the boss in normal, but I think I need to watch the boss better and learn if he's got some tells or if it's just the stompy thing, because it always seems like I'm doing great, and then like 2 shots gone. So I think the Berserker's possibly a little bit easier on that note because he's a little bit sturdier. Chance to stun enemies when taking a hit. So that would stun the enemy that's attacking me. That's not actually a terrible thing. This one I thought would be near you. It's actually just a pool on the ground that magically appears in other places. I think we'll go with the discs for this one. Having 2 of them will be real nice. Ooh, yeah, so your mini-map is up here, objective, and it will show things like treasure chests. Those are food that we haven't grabbed because we weren't really needed so far. All right, we'll go with these re-rolls because those will help us out. So each of the characters has a different upgrade pool and stuff like that, as well as the shared god pools. And so far, it's real good. Like I said, they play very different from each other. And you we do get a lot more gold on this level, though. I will say that. Okay, there's our little gold guy. All right, class damage. Okay, there we go. Pew. Definitely nice. We get some good damage out of that, which is very good. So 4 seconds to our next objective. Let's see. All right, we'll take the 9 gold because more gold, more better. We're doing pretty good too, so we're actually keeping up, but we're very early in. So I'm not gonna chance to slow. We could go just get this one all the way capped out. Additional crit chance probably is a real good one. There's the Berserker has a couple of builds that build just straight up crit chance, like build off of crit chance. It is really strong in that sense. But the fact that you're in melee range most of the time, or you have to kind of give up on your main attack being any of your damage output, kind of makes it a little bit harder, because sometimes you got to be like, we can come over here and do weird shenanigans like just, blowing this guy up in these. Oh man, those little sparks hurt. They hurt bad. So the enemies in this I actually like the artwork a lot. I like the I like the very Norse feel, and everything is themed really well and done very well on that. Okay, let's go back to you. All right, keep trying this one. 1 more damage on that one. Increases damage reduction. So when we dash, we would be at 100% damage reduction. I think that's probably for me a good idea, because I get hit a lot. So that means our dash is now 100% immune. That's actually really good, because especially as we get later and later in the run, there's a lot of stuff on the screen. Like at that point, towards the end of the run, the range doesn't make too much of a difference because you're just surrounded by stuff all the time. If we can keep enough of this food on the field, then maybe I can do a little better. So we have a little bit more time. The last run I tried it on. I spent. Okay, let's see. Do we want the wolf? Standing still attack speed. I don't know about that, but 3% healing when we could do the undying. That would give us a res. It would actually give us technically 2 reses, because I got one other one from the chart. Increasing the wolf damage is tempting. I think we're going to try that. I haven't tried that one yet, so maybe it will be the key. Well, that and the 300, 400 coins I've spent on meta progression. I think getting the evolutions is probably going to be my next goal in there. because then they can... Ooh, what are you? Are you Frosty? Oh no, you just kind of exploded, but... Ooh, we need that money. We always need that money. Release a wolf on that? That would be pretty decent. On level up, get a pack of 5 wolves. That's kind of tempting. Wolf has a chance to slay. That's pretty tempting. I think we'll go with that, because if the wolf could just like have a chance to just delete an enemy, I'd say that's gonna probably come in pretty handy. Oh, let's go get that other chest. All right. So yeah, I like the way it plays, and I like the art style, and you know, everything Viking going on here. Little XP cloud. All right. Make our way up to this chest. Hopefully we get something good. Let's see, we could get a level. We could get rerolls. Rerolls are actually pretty handy in this game because sometimes it can take a little bit to get something that'll really synergize with your build. Oh yeah, I like that dash, being able to just not take damage while we're doing it. That's super nice. Okay, here's our Divine Wave. Now, we have all those damage upgrades. So with our Divine Wave, I believe they are affected by that one. It should do quite a bit more damage. No, maybe it's not. I think, oh, wait. I think it was character abilities that were upgraded. Okay. I'll check next time we go up a level. All right, anything on the map? Just more meats. Let's grab that coin. See, we're at 829, and we're already like halfway to what you would get for money-wise for a whole run. And towards the end of the run, once you've done a bunch of your objectives, you kind of end up with a decent chunk of money. I think I was averaging about 100 out of this. Increase attack damage. Okay, we were gonna check our overview. Okay. Double cast. Class skills. Okay, so it's increasing my skills, but not the other. And we are increasing them by 60%. So we should definitely take one of those. Let's go ahead and re-roll and see if we get... recovery and movement. Okay, let's try that. So we'll go with class. We'll level up. We'll do mostly class skills so that we can take advantage of that extra damage. Unless we get a thing that gives us God skill damage up. Feels like it wants you to specialize in this game. Okay, let's see. I always just do that one because it's a lot, but it's not that much harder than the other version. And because we can take those though, we do make a lot more cash for our meta progression tree. I think I just got to be super careful on the boss. He just doesn't. He does a couple things that seem to cook me, and my little poor monkey brain goes, I don't know what to do. All right. There's our skull. Hunting with shadow. We can slow them. Okay, let's go for a ghost. Because that should affect those as well, I would imagine. So if we release an extra wolf like that, yeah, they're doing good damage. Okay, yeah, this storm is a pain, especially when if you get into, and you almost always will. There he is. If this guy comes rolling up on you, he can actually kind of really chunk you down in the when you do the full storm like this. I've had him like just manage to get me with a couple of the damage areas like that. Ooh, there we go. All right, increase. That's so we got more. We can get more class skill damage, or we can God skill upgrade. I think we go ahead and class skill upgrade, because then whatever our next class, all of our class skills should start doing just absolute gobs of damage. Oh, I'll have to check my chart. I don't know if we have room for another class skill. Yeah, there we go. Look at all that money we got now. All right, now we have some healing up there. Oh, hey, man. I'm gonna need you to drop your gold there, mister. All right, yeah, look at this. Okay, so we're almost at the next level, too. All right, yeah, we'll keep focusing on that. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was gonna check. Okay, so we only have room for another god skill. Okay, so why don't we re-roll that? And so far, okay, we have a little bit of okay, Freya, there we go. Let's go with the sword. All right, now we're full of all of our attacks and all of our other ones, so we should be pretty much in farm mode. At that point, we just need to get them up some levels, hopefully before the boss guy gets here. They do seem to be that sword. Those swords do some really good damage. I like the chance to cast extra, but this one seems like it wants the screen to look a little less crazy than some of the other ones. Damage or critical hit chance for 70 seconds, or 3 gold. 3 gold's tempting, but let's go with critical hit chance for a little bit. Some of them, like the barbarian, that can actually like be a complete game changer. Like, absolutely. I wonder if maybe saving one of those, saving a chest for the boss would work, because then you would be able to get a buff like right before the boss, and that might actually be really good. All right, let's get that third disc here. That works pretty nice. The sword is a little weird on the upgrade. The upgrades get really strong, but the cooldown actually goes up on the sword because it gets that strong, which is kind of a bummer. Where it's like, it's pretty balanced. I can't say I don't realize why it's that way, but you know, sometimes you want things to just go crazy. All right, we should, yeah, we got at least one more event. Yeah, if you look, like, we actually get a decent amount. We're about the same amount of time you would, we're not at the, no, because you got decision-making time. So decision-making time included, you're definitely making better cash progress in here. Go with that. We always love to double cast. 21%, if you combine it, Loki has a thing in his tree that will actually give you extra percent chance to do the double attack, but it also gives you a 5% chance of just not attacking. So it's like you trade a 5% chance of not attacking for a 15% chance at a second attack. It's if you're doing both of them, Freya and him, for the extra attacks, I think it's totally worth it. By itself, I'm not sure. The two chances are so close to each other that, plus you'd have to really be invested in your there we go. We keep going with Freya here. 10 gold on pickup. Oh, we could get that, but we can just do that. Hopefully I can get them up there. We'll get so the way the ending portion of this game works. All right, here's our next objective. The way the ending portion of this works, a number of core cursed. Okay, so we just have to destroy those. That'll give us a good chunk of gold. We'll go this way. So in the case of this, what happens here is when you start to get down in and you've completed all your quests in the area, which we will be on our way to do down here. We actually have, I think, the combination of the 20% damage reduction as well as the regen plus the 20% dodge chance from the upgrade tray. I think that really helps out in the survivability towards the end here. You kind of start getting a lot of guys standing on your toes all the time. So there we go. If you look on the mini map, you can see right here. That is our boss. So what we're going to do is we're going to go probably summon him in just a moment. I'd like to get at least one more level. All right, let's see what we get here. We could 26 damage. Damage 10 per second. Okay, let's go with that. Maybe that'll help out on the boss. Now the boss, like I said, my problem is I'm like alive, and wow, I'm dead. So I'm hoping by having like a very large amount of food sitting around and having much more health regen than I had previously, that we will be able to beat him this time. I mean, I'm not going to cry if I can't. Okay, there we go. Okay. We got a chest. So that means we can grab a buff, and hopefully we can parlay that buff into a victory. We don't need banishes. Attack and movement speed, though, or 30% damage. Ooh, that's rough. Which one of those do you do? Probably that, because the movement speed will help us out in the boss fight, too. Alright, I think that's going to prepare us for the boss. We got about 70 seconds of that. So once he's up here... Yarr. Oh, okay. Yes, yeah, those little AoEs, those have nabbed me a bunch of times. A chance to stun when getting hit, or we can increase the Divine Wave. I think we do that. Even though it's going to raise our cooldown, that's still quite a bit of damage that we can do to him. I don't want to go too far. Oh no, if I can't see my character, I won't know if I'm inside or outside of the danger zones. Oh, actually, we're doing pretty good. I got some movement speed in there too. The movement speed seems to be helping them. But that extra 25% movement speed and attack speed is definitely cruising. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, he's doing something alarming and painful, I'm sure. Oh, no. I don't want to get hit by that. I am entirely sure. Okay, there we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, sir, I just need you to die just a little. Was it me or... Yes! Yes, we got our first. Okay, so we have 3 crystals at the moment. When he dies, how many crystals do I got? 3 crystals. But we did unlock the Flame Sister. That'll be fun to try. And a new location. Very nice. New difficulty. A new god. Very nice. More trophies. All right. So, let's see. Check this out. We'll check that out real quick, and then we'll cut it off right there. This is a fun game. If you like Survivor-style games, you're going to enjoy this. The graphics are fun. Odin will now be dropping, too. What does he give? He gives experience gain and attack damage. More attack damage, because we got some attack damage from Thor. Oh, Thor's is all damage, and Odin's is just straight attack. Oh, so yeah. Oh, that could actually make up for one of the minuses in there, too. Overall, plus 20. So in the case of... We also have a new tree for her, but in case of Revenant, his overall... Oh, yeah, no, that would definitely work, because his attack damage... He has a thing. Let me see if we can find the upgrade for it, if there is one. One of the passives that he can get makes him shoot more arrows, but when he shoots those more arrows, he does slightly less damage. So having something like this, in fact, that's what we will do. Let's go ahead and buy up all of our points. Since I'm using him the most, I think I will grab this aimed shot. So that'll actually show up inside of... We'll get that more often. And we'll definitely start on Odin over here. Let's see. So we get a lot of stuff. What is this thing? God passive 1 extra permanent. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Works for everyone, too. So yeah, this has been Jotunnslayer, Hordes of Hel. This is a very fun Survivor-style game. Again, I'll have a link to the Steam page in the description. This just came out in early access. I think the next one we have is one that actually released. So, kind of cool. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you come back for the next one. And as always, most of all, hope you have a great day.